Gwendolyn has had the majority of chances.
Oh, yeah. I feel like this one has a lot more energy than regulation did.
Alec with a chance to win it.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
And Alec with a nice deke move beats Dennis. And that'll put Gwendolyn on top by a score of 2-1. They will raise the DCHL Rec Division Cup.
Now, 4, 3, 2, 1. First Ladies win!
It's over.
Congratulations to the First Ladies winning their first ever championship.
This is insane. Come on, Knights! This is insane. Everyone's on the edge of the seats are standing. One or the other. Face off. One. It's over. It's over. It's over. Gwendolyn Arabian Knights have upset the Goonies.
And Josh will
that could be the
get another. That'll be his third. And that will do it as Gorilla Gang's going to wrap this one up. 6-3 is your final. Here we go again.
We got Ruby versus Maxine. Blocked. Goal!
That was a good goal. I'm not sure what Max is complaining about. It's a good goal.
It is a good goal.
It's a good goal.
So those were the sights and sounds, well, just the sounds of some of the amazing casters calling those unbelievable games that we had on Championship Sunday here at the DCHL Leagues. All the games are available on stream, so you should check them out. We're going to do a quick little recap of them, and, you know, we'll talk about what happened, and we're going to look at new rosters, new teams, all the shakeups we got going on, so we will see what happens. So, we're going to start Rec Championship here. Gwendolyn Blue Knights against the Hockey Dead. This was definitely a game where the Hockey Dead were favored, but Gwendolyn played a strong game, came up huge in overtime. Big goal by Alec. He had a breakaway earlier in the game, was unable to beat Dennis, but the second time seemed to be a charm for him, and that will be a championship win for the Blue Knights. I believe the first goal was Joe Arata. We got it on camera, so it was a huge win for Gwendolyn there, taking down the Rec Championship. Hockey Dead are second place. I believe that's 3 seasons in a row right now. So that'll be interesting, and we will see what happens next season. Not many people thought the Hockey Dead were gonna lose that game, but it was a great game in net by sub goalie Chris Figs, who plays for the Midnight Riders but had to sub in due to the fact that Bill Enright suffered an injury earlier in the week and was unable to play. So that was a big win. Gwendolyn comes up on top. D4, we had First Ladies ends up taking down the Stick Magnets in a 4-0 game right there. Not the greatest for Stick Magnets. It happens. First Ladies just played one of the best games they've ever played in their lives. It was amazing. Goals, Sari scored, Emily Summers scored, and Diane scored. That's 3 defenders with goals for First Ladies, and Wendy had the other one. So a good win for them. And on top of that, Stick Magnets were missing a couple players, Chris and Amy Bernetti and Jason Boyd. So that definitely hurt a little bit. But congratulations to First Ladies on their first ever championship win in DCHL Leagues. D3, we had Upset City, Population Goonies, as the Gwendolyn Arabian Knights take them down 4-3. Unbelievable game. All these games were instant classics. So I would, if you're gonna watch any game, I'd probably watch the Gwendolyn D3 game first. I would watch D1 second. I would watch Rec. No, actually, I'd watch the Rec one second. I'd watch the D1 Championship third. Then I would do the D2 game, Youngbloods against the Gorilla Gang, and then I watched the First Ladies Stick Magnets one last. I was streaming that game, so I have a vivid memory of that, so it might be a little biased, but that's okay. So Goonies are going to reel from that one, but that's okay. We will see what happens, but I think that was a great game. Congratulations to both teams and the Gwendolyn Knights, first season in D3, take down the championship. So we had the Gorilla Gang taking on Youngbloods in the championship for D2. Gorilla Gang got a hat trick from Bill Weeks, I believe, and I'm not sure. They had a bunch of goals from Bill Weeks and Josh Lerner, and both played championship level hockey, and that's why they were both co-MVPs. Youngbloods played great. This was like a one-goal game, and there were just two thrown on at the end, two empty netters thrown on at the end. This was an unbelievable game. Could have went either way. This was exactly what you wanted in championship hockey. And in D1, we had the Puck Buddies taking on Puck Buddies end up getting an overtime goal, 3-on-3. Jake Berube comes in huge and leads his team to victory. Shoutouts to Sean Rotter for the MVP. Played unbelievable, made a bunch of saves, and that is Puck Buddies hockey. They were favored at the start of the season, and they go and fulfill it. Prognosticators were prognosticating. So that's what we had right there for the championships. We're gonna look at rosters right now. There are a lot of pieces moving. This is exciting. I'm pumped. We have so much going on. Okay, new team, Gwendolyn the Nightmares. Love the team name. I'm excited for the jersey. Not sure what's going on right there, what they're gonna do. But this is a combination of some of the players who played rec on the Gwendolyn team previous season. Some of them are moving up to D4, so there's going to be 2 Gwendolyn D4 teams as well. So I'm going to read off the roster nice and quick. A lot of faces you remember. Andra, Ben, Chris Figgs is playing out for them. Ben's going to be in net. That's exciting. Ben's actually, he's very underrated as goalie. He's good. Doing a great job in net. He's so new to playing goalie. He's actually really good, so I'm excited to see where he'll be in, say, 3 or 6 months. Dan Cordella, David Alschuler, Frankie G's in there. Heather, Jamie Jacobson is going to be playing for the Gwendolyn team. That'll be good. She is a solid player, getting better every day, and Gwendolyn makes people better, so I'm excited to see where she's going to be soon. Speaking of new players, Sheik will be on the Gwendolyn Nightmares. Roster changes galore right there, so this is going to be an exciting new team. I'm pumped. This will be good. Gwendolyn produces winners. Gwendolyn develops players, so we'll see what happens. Lucky Sevens, just a couple changes going on right there. Not too much for them. Adding 3 new players, including Paul Jordan. So Paul Jordan will be on there. Other people, I'm not sure. Daniel and Joey. They're going to be losing Rachel and Ryan Seatree, so that'll be changed. Lucky Sevens. They had a good season. Nice young core. I'm excited to see how they follow it up. Their sophomore season will be interesting. They got that nice group. They got David, they got Tom, they got Sam, and they have big time Sale gonna be there doing what he's got to do to get this team up and running right now, so that'll be good. Midnight Riders, they're gonna be adding Roderick in net, losing Chris, who's gonna be playing out for the Nightmares. Midnight Riders also losing Paul Jordan, Ian, and Will. So roster shakeup galore. Slashing Pumpkins are going to be adding 2 new players, Jackie and John. That was strong. I mean, it's always a strong team. Great group of players, and they're close. They're getting there. They had a good playoffs, nice run. Street Sharks, we're seeing a lot of moving pieces right here. There's 4 players leaving. They have Ryan Seatree's going to be playing goalie for them instead of playing out for the Sevens, which is, I think, a nice little fit right there. Ryan's actually, he played in the Thanksgiving tournament. We have to touch on that later, maybe. But, Ryan's good. There's so many good new goalies coming up. It's really exciting. That'd be great if you're a defender, and not so exciting if you are a forward who wants to score goals. Jean-Michel is out. Sheik is moving over to Gwendolyn. Zach is going to be goalie for Hockey Dead now, so Zach will be out for Street Sharks, and Ryan will replace him in net. They are also adding a lot of players right here. Jonathan, John Nuno, Dan, Anthony, a lot of players here. I'm not sure if they're new or old or whatever. Excuse me for any ignorance I have, but revamp Street Sharks. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going to happen with this team. It's very exciting. With the departure of their former captain, Mike Lindenbaum, I do not know where this team is going to go, what it's going to look like, But, you know, it's going to be exciting. We'll see what happens, and, you know, we'll play it by ear. So we'll, you know, the Sharks will be a big question mark coming in next season, but it's never a bad thing. You know, you got a lot of space to wow people, and that's what you've seen some of the new teams do. So Street Sharks are going to be a team I would not mess with. So as mentioned before, Hockey Dead, they're going to be getting Zach in net, as Dennis will be out. They are also losing Eric, which is a huge loss. More on him later. Callahan's dropping, but they're also getting Janelle and Chris. So Rec Division is going to be interesting right now. I think that preseason favorites is tricky. If I had to pick one right now without seeing anyone, I would have to go. Oh God, it's so hard to pick against a team that just won. I'd go Gwendolyn Nightmares just based on the fact that it's a core group of players who've played together. But if I couldn't pick them, I would go. I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna say Lucky Sevens. If I had to pick one right now, possibly Lucky Sevens. I got a hunch there, but you never know. Pumpkins. I like the Pumpkins. So I'm screaming Lucky Sevens here. I don't know why. I can't get them out of my head. I'm gonna go Sevens. The team developed a lot, and oh God, I don't know. Midnight Riders look good too. All the teams look good. This is gonna be just a great Rec Division. I'm pumped. I can't. I wish I could pick a favorite right now. I can't. God, they're all good. It's gonna be good. I mean, I'm gonna go with Gwendolyn just because they won it last season. So that's a great division. I'm excited. It's gonna be a great division. I would expect this to be very close, very exciting. D4, Crazy Eights. No real changes. This division is pretty static for the most part. Crazy Eights are losing Lena, but are gonna pick up Helen. So that'll be a nice little change right there. Good core team. They played really well, and you know, one game away from the championship, lost a game that ended up a 2-1 game. So I wouldn't sleep on the Crazy Eights. First Ladies, exciting news. They're breaking up into 2 separate teams. So we'll see what happens there. First Ladies are going to try it out with 2 teams, and you know, we'll see what happens there. But you know, after winning the D4 championship, a lot more players who were playing rec felt the desire to move up. So well, there we go. We have 2 First Ladies teams. Gwendolyn Gladiators making some roster movements here. We got Eric from the Hockey Dead going up for the Gladiators. This is going to be huge for them. This team has a lot of speed, a lot of consistency. Goal scoring is sometimes an issue. Eric will get you some goals. Speaking of speed, they also add Nick Franzen. They also add Sheik. Okay, Gladiators making some moves here. They add AJ. I'm not sure who that is, but you know, I'll be quiet and see what happens. Blue Knights are going to add Eric T. Eric T. Will be playing out for them. Chris Figs is going to be D4 goalie. Dude's solid. Okay, this is a solid goalie right here. He's in D4. I think you could probably hack it in D3, maybe even higher. He's definitely playing really well. Impressed me in the championship. Impressed me in the semi game. He's a very good goalie. Lots of goalies. Blue Knights are also going to add Kevin Miller and Mandy as well. So this is Gwendolyn's moving up some players, moving some people around, and we'll see what's happening. They're going to have Austin Keach is going to be on this team. Heather, Jake, Lindsay Hightower will be on this team. Matt DeGanzik. So I mean, you're seeing a lot of Gwendolyn. You're seeing a couple new faces here. This will be exciting. High Rollers are actually Austin is going to be going to Gwendolyn, so there'll be a Keach versus Keach action going on right there. Interesting. They're going to also lose Dennis, who will be out for the Sundays for the foreseeable future, and roster drop is Terry as well. So they are adding Roderick in net, so Roderick will be double dipping a little bit, and they are adding Richard Chin. Okay, Richard plays Wednesdays. I don't know if a lot of the Sunday people know him. He plays for the Puck Mafia. Very good. I'm very impressed. Very strong player. He played in the Thanksgiving tournament for the NALT team against they played against Venom, they played against Surge. A lot of these high level D1 teams, and Richard held his own. He played really well. I was very impressed. So we'll see what happens here. That's a big addition for High Rollers right there, and he might be enough to push him over the top this season. You never know. So Stick Magnets, no real changes, but we've got a complete rework of this team. The Flying Hellfish. Great Simpsons reference. Love the Hellfish. Great team name. They are going to be a merger of Shangri-La with some new players and things like that. So Chris Zupa is going to be on this team. A couple new players. I'm not sure. Know some. Don't know some. Chad Kahn going to be there. Chris Zupa. Denise will be on this team. Aaron will be on this team. Carrie will be on this team. Christy will be on this team. 4 new women players. 5. You don't know what's going on here. There's going to be someone amazing on this team. I'm pumped. Sharon's going to be on this team. Sharon from the Street Sharks and several other teams. She is definitely a rising star. She's really good. Wants to get better. Has been getting better. She, I don't think she's playing in rec anymore. She'll be in D4. That will be huge for her. Actually, no, she'll be on the Sharks still, but she's playing up in D4. That's good. She is definitely getting better, and playing in a higher division will make you better. They're cutting some players as well, moving around. So this will be a new rework team. We'll see what happens. Fingers crossed. This is gonna be good. This is a hard division to pick. All these teams look good too. God, I like Crazy Eights. I think that team just ran into some bad luck towards the end. They had a hard time closing out games. Crazy Eights had a hard time closing out games. Aaron Brown did a very, very good job scoring goals. Led the league, I believe, and the rest of the team played really well. He got cold at the wrong time. They started out a little cold. They heated it up, and I think they peaked around 7 or 8 games in the season, and they were trending downward a little bit. But that was I feel like Crazy Eights might be the favorite in my opinion, but you never know. I mean, there's so much going on. Stick Magnets, pretty solid. High Rollers, pretty solid. No real roster moves there. But now you've got Crazy Eights, no real roster move. The stable teams, I think, are going to have a better chance. The First Ladies breaking up into 2 teams might kill some of that chemistry. Gwendolyn, 2 teams might kill some chemistry. And Hellfish, new team, don't know what's going to go on right there. So it's hard to say. You never really know, but I would go with the Stick Magnets, the High Rollers, or the Crazy Eights, just based on the fact that they've got more experience together, and experience goes a long, long way. So we'll see what happens there. It'll be a good division. D4, as I say, is the best division in DCHL. All the games are close. It's really hard to pick a winner in any particular game, and I hope that D4 stays the same as it was this season and last. D3, we got some shakeups here. We got some shakes, rattles, rolls. We got change-ups. We got all this stuff going on. Let's go. Big news. All Blacks will be in D3 next season. So All Blacks are going to lose some players here. This is the tricky part. Some of the players who played D3 also played D2. They're going to lose them. Adam Marcus, gone. Becca, gone. Nick Mosier, gone. Sarav, on the roster, also gone. Teal, gone. A lot of these players play with Gwendolyn, so it's going to be tricky for them. But they pick up Jamie Cook. That's a big pickup right here. All Blacks, solid team. I think that the D3 will be good for them. They're going to be the new bad boys of the division. So we'll see what happens. I think that this is definitely what D3 needed, to shake up a 6 team. We'll see what happens here. Gwendolyn Arabian Nights. They're going to lose Ben and Ben Weiner, and they're going to lose Lina on this roster. But they pick up Alec, rec division superstar, one of the fastest players in the league, getting better, trending upward, hot prospect. They're going to pick him up. They're also getting the international man of mystery, Amit Mystery, that is. Amit's going to be playing for the Gwendolyn Arabian Nights on this team, so this will be a huge offensive spark. Adds speed on top of speed on top of speed right now. So this is a team that's going to go coast to coast better than most. So stupid. I don't know why anyone allows me to talk. Gwendolyn's going to look good, though. I think that the team definitely learned how to win together, and with some of the new pieces, I think it'll go a long way. It'll be good. Goonies, Ad makes some cuts here to stay cap compliant here. They're going to lose Claudine, they're going to lose Jeff Carter, and they're going to lose Larry. So beyond that, no real changes. Goonies happy with the roster, just having a hard time in these championship games. So we will see what happens there. IPA going to lose some players here. IPA loses Carlos Cruz. Not sure if that's a positive or negative. We'll see. Carlos, big time goal scorer right here, but they're losing Carlos and losing Meg Noyes, was also on that roster. Picking up some players though. They are getting Curtis in the house. They're getting Jonathan Cintron, and they're getting AJ from Youngbloods. So IPA had issues with some consistency. They had issues with some goal scoring, and they added three major goal scorers here. They lose Carlos, but they get three other goal scorers. So that's a huge net win for them. And on the roster, making her DCHL return, will be Jess Kalmanson. Excited, great player, great person, great hockey player. It'll be cool. We will see what happens there. So IPA looking good. Huge remodel right there. Going to be exciting. Stingrays, they're going to lose Alec, and they're going to lose Eric. So we're a couple roster moves there, adding 3 players, adding Kyle, adding Sean, and adding Brian. So we'll see what this does to Stingrays here. That was a rough last season. It was definitely not very characteristic of them, but I would expect this is Stingray's time to, kind of make up for it and figure it out right now. So I have no doubts that Stingrays will be a better team going through that last season. They're going to be refocused. Can't mess around anymore. You can't coast your way to a championship. So Zambroni's huge workover right here. They're going to be adding Lisa on the roster full time. They're adding Submit. Huge pickup right here. Submit, rising star right there, playing amazing. Plays in rack. Definitely belongs in a higher division as well, so that's big for him. They are getting Mike K to play in net while Pete Lang is recovering from his injury. They are also getting Simon Cantor playing for the Zambronis, rocking the green in another division right here. This is a huge pickup for the Zambronis. However, they are losing Matt Chamberlain. They're losing Mike Staley. They're losing Jamie Cook, Allison Cheatham, and Josiah, who was on the roster apparently. Not sure, but that's crazy. Huge changes here for Zambronis. D3 is, it's like you just threw, someone just, shook out, put all the pieces in a puzzle, threw it in the bag, shook it up. We don't know what's going on here. This is exciting. D3 might be a division that gets more love right now, and it will from this caster, God willing. Funk Masters here making some changes. Not really. The roster's staying pretty much the same. This D2 division is going to be pretty much static for the most part. Funk Masters is going to lose Emily Summers, as Mara will be back next season, part-time, as she'll be missing the start of the season, but we'll make it work there for them. So Emily Summers is going to be dropped. Gorilla Gang is adding Colin. Not sure who that is. Might be new, might be old. Sorry if I don't know. And they're adding Wendy to this team. So Gorilla Gang is going to definitely get an extra addition. Huge goal score from Wendy. That'll be a nice pickup for the Gorilla Gang right there. We will see how that works out for them. Defending champions here. They got something to prove. So Yager Bombs are dropping Blaze and also losing Juliet, who was a part-time player. So not the biggest deal, but you want to keep your stars in stars on the roster if you can. Blaze, exciting news, will be playing in, I believe he's playing somewhere else on the roster. No, he might be playing Wednesdays. I'm not sure. Blaze is moving around somewhere else. We're going to see what's going on with him. Untouchables are dropping Barb and Maddie from the roster. Neither play. They're generally fill-in players. Barb, as you remember from exciting DCHL cast of the championship game and the semi game, Barb did a great job there. We're going to get her streaming more with us. It'd be awesome. And we are also seeing the Youngbloods add some depth to their players right here. They are adding Honey, and they are adding Brian Keefe. Honey's going to be replacing Jody Denny, who will be out this season, I believe, and Brian Keefe will be a huge pickup on defense right there. So this is going to be exciting here. Youngbloods are going to get better. Nice roster change for them. Adding Brian Keefe goes a long way. And beyond that, to fill the spot of the All Blacks, we were going to have the Ball Hogs. So this is going to be a new team here. We got Melanie Maxine, and that team was built around her. Dominates in lower divisions, rocking the shutouts left and right here. So she is going to be the centerpiece right here. They're going to have Adam Marcus, Alex Ortiz, Brett Boisel, Chris Thorpe, Dave Sidhu, Matt Chamberlain, Nick Mosier, Owen Evans, Sarav, Becca, Brittany Thorpe, Maddie, Teal, Adam Marcus, I probably said him twice, and Adam Gehring. Huge team right here. This is gonna shake things up a little bit here. D2 is gonna get a lot more competitive, and I don't know what to say. I mean, I feel like all these divisions are definitely moving in the right direction. I think that there's gonna be more competitive balance. The games are gonna be closer, and that's really all you can ask for in terms of competitive balance. It's not always gonna be 100% right. Not every game is gonna be a 1-1 tie, but I feel like all the divisions are getting stronger, better, and this is what you want in a league. You don't want to play where the scores are 13-1 or 5-0 every game. You don't want blowouts left and right. You want every team in it. You want every game close. And I feel like these roster movements, the team movement, it's going to be great for the league in the long run. So D1, we got a couple changes here. Lizards staying the same. No movements there. Mercury Rising, they're going to lose Mike K subbing. I believe he probably still sub if need be. And they're going to lose Josiah from the roster. But they are adding some star power right here. The Sud says the issue with that team was scoring, which it's crazy to me. I mean, I'm a numbers guy. I'm a stats guy. Sud says the issue is scoring, okay? I disagree, okay? Their issue was not scoring because they were a top goal-scoring team in the league. I mean, they were tied for third, not bad. So, a couple goal scorers go a long way, though. Speaking of goal scorers, we got Adam Good as Goldberg. Adam Goldberg plays for the Untouchables, moving up to playing D1 as well. It's going to be a huge pickup for them. Carlos Cruz will be playing there. Should add some consistency on defense, possibly playing forward. And they're adding Jonathan Cintron here. So this is 3 strong goal scorers here. Mercury Rising could be the early season favorites just with those roster moves right there. It's a big deal. Puck Buddies are adding 3 new players. They're adding Kayla Dunn, they're adding Rachel, and they're adding Julia. So there's going to be 3 players, 3 women's to help deal with the Puck Buddies roster issues. Cutting some players off the roster who had been on there for a while, hadn't played. So they're cleaning things out right there, kind of rejuvenating right here. Puck Buddies got to defend the title. Adding Rachel's going to go a long way. Kayla wowed people at the Thanksgiving tournament. So good pickups right here, should be strong. Puck University going to add Will Clark. Going to be a nice addition right there. The Redcoats will be adding Teal on defense, and Wiley Rubrick should be coming back, and that will be exciting. So Redcoats are going to pick up something old, something new. So Wiley was a very good goal scorer on the Redcoats, so when she's back, that'll help spark a little more offense. Teal will add some consistency to the roster and be a fast, strong defender who can help out the rest of the team, I guess. I don't know. Just do all the good things. Be fast, be tough, play great defense, and that'll be huge. Redcoats are losing some players, though. Adam Gehring will be out this season. Brett Snyder will be out this season. Moving to Australia, sources say. He will be signed by the Sydney Snipers of the Australia National League. So good luck to Brett in the future. Hopefully he's back in 6 months as predicted. 6-month loan. So Redcoats will be getting $4.3 million from the team, the Sydney Snipers. I'm stupid. I don't know. I'm just making dumb stuff up and everyone. Oh God, I'm an idiot. Yeah, Brett's moving to Australia, he says, but that would be totally cool. So if he does, great. Hopefully he plays ball hockey down there, stays in shape, does his thing. But yeah, a lot of just simple, roster adjustments, taking out the inactive players and all that. White Walkers making a move here. They are going to be losing goalie Jeff Lowenbauer, adding Jordan Loftus. This, for those who do not know Jordan, he is a Buffalo boy, great goaltender here. I don't know if this is going to be a huge move for the Walkers. Jeff's good, Jordan's good. It's, I don't know. It could be, 6 for one, half dozen for the other, not sure. But signing Jeff Carter, huge signing right there. Getting Nate Barrymore too. 2 good players who definitely belong in the higher division right here. This will add more consistency to the Walkers roster. This will add more strength. Jeff is a very good utility player, can do it all, can play decent defense, great forward. great, just a great hands, great shot, great positionally player. Jeff's a huge pickup. He's playing for Walkers. This will be a huge plus for them. And Nate, another huge. Excuse me. Whew, I'm thirsty. Nate will be another huge addition. He plays with many of the Walkers on Funks as well. So it does seem natural that he'll play on the Walkers. Good for him. Same thing. Can play offense, can play defense, scores goals. Good vision, great passing. Not a huge flashy addition for the Walkers. It's not like they signed some, fancy new player that comes out of nowhere. They're getting solid, consistent players who know what they're doing, who fill holes, who play great offense, great defense. Walkers are always a threat, and I feel like this might put them over the edge. So that right there is a quick, not so quick recap of Crunch on Ice here. I had to get a drink. I'm parched. I'm so stupid. I don't know why anyone listens to me. So that's a quick, not so quick recap of the DCHL changes, the championships and all that. So, beyond that, next week we'll do a deep dive into the Wednesday MDHL leagues. Not giving them as much love lately because their season's kind of wrapping up. They're getting ready for playoffs, and we're doing championships here. There's a bit of a 3 to 4 week lapse or lag. Excuse me, stupid. A lag in the seasons right here. So Wednesday's not catching up yet. So we will do a huge thing with that. We're gonna hopefully try to do another DCHL Leagues newsletter, jam packed with stats, shout outs, all the love, and yes. So beyond that, would love more guests for the podcast. It's so cool when people do it. It's great. It's cool. Get to talk to people. Everyone in the league gets to know you and know how cool you are and awesome you are. So if you're interested in being a guest, message me, message Suds, or say, hey, I want to be on the cast, and we'll make it work. Beyond that, there will be I forgot about that. There will be a travel tournament. Some of the players will be in Feasterville, Pennsylvania for a ball hockey tournament, holiday bash this upcoming weekend. So hopefully we get some of the games streamed. Hopefully if you're interested in streaming, let us know. There's so many great streamers. We did all the playoff games. We have streamed so many games since we started doing this, and they've all come out really well. We've had a couple hiccups along the way, but we're learning, we're getting better. The games are awesome. The streamers love it. People love having their games streamed. And hey, I watched the game. It was cool. I learned something. I got better. Hey, I share this with my son, and he thinks I'm cool now. It's so great. So if you're interested in streaming, even if you want to try it out for a period, let us know. Just go up there, say, hey, you stream, can I jump in for a period? Can I do that? It's so easy, and it's cool and fun, and you'll have a blast, I guarantee it. Not a valid guarantee. But, so, I'm going to try to do a live podcast from Feasterville at the tournament. If anyone's there and wants to, talk on stream for 20 minutes, or not on stream, talk on, about the tournament or other things, do a little interview, do it while we're there. Be cool. Let me know. But yeah, so there was the Thanksgiving tournament. We had, got to burn those calories off from the exciting Thanksgiving meal if you celebrate, and if not, you're probably putting calories on no matter what. So we were able to do it up. So, okay, I don't know what this is, but if you play in the tournaments and you're the first seed, you play strong, you win your games. If you're the first seed, you're gonna get knocked out. That's the way it works. It's the DCHL Leagues rule. Team Black, I believe was I'm gonna try to read off some of the players if I remember. Scotty Fairchild, Eric, Anna, and Mario Blautzik. Pronounced that possibly correct. Ben in net, Ben Berger net, Matt Kelly, Submit, Amelia, Jim Reese, Alex Jones. Good team. Won so many games in the upset in the first round by Team White. Black played good, but White came in clutch. Team White knocking them off right there. Joe Polidoro, he guest on the DCHL Outsider podcast, one of the first ones. Amy Bernetti, Nick Mosier, Kayla, Paul Jordan, Bill Nardi, Claude Williams, Jason, Sean, Chris Bernetti, Owen Evans. Great team. Knocked out Black, pulling the stunner out there. Made it to the finals. Team Yellow played against Team Red. Team Yellow, Sal, Joe F., Wendy, Sharon, Dan, Josh, Ryan, Chuck, Sharko, Zimmer, and Jamie played a strong game, but Team Red comes up on top, wins the championship, breakaway goal. Smooth Lou Fontek does it himself, goes coast to coast, gets the goal, wins it for Team Red. Shout outs to Team Red. Much love to the expatriates, Patrick O'Neill and Micah Meyer, coming back, winning the championship. Some new players on the team, old faces. Great win for them. Was awesome. Beyond that, we had a travel team tournaments. We had the just great games all along. I'm not going to read off the teams. It's not. Venom came up on top. They had the most players who will represent their team. There were some subs filling in here and there. Great workout. Lots of great goals. Goalies played great. So, yes, that's it. Shoutouts galore. Much love to everyone. Sorry about not doing a podcast last week. Busy week. Happens. Doing the best we can. Yeah. So, it was cool, great, awesome. So, yeah. Hopefully this next upcoming season will be the greatest ever, as always. Thank you to everyone who helps make the league run. Sub does a great job. Thanks for playing. Thanks for reffing, playing goalie back-to-back games that some people do. So great. It's such a great league. It's awesome. I'm excited for the new season. Good luck to all the teams who are doing their travel tournament stuff. Fingers crossed. And let's bring home some championships.